Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you to the Blast from the Past collaboration. Myself, along with some great content creators, has come together to take you on a little blast, like I said, from the past. I've left the playlist link in the description box below. What you see here, I picked up this little box from the Target dollar spot. And here I am, I'm just over here opening some paint. And the paint color that I've chose to use for today is Calypso Blue. I'm thinking, okay, this is like a retro color blue. I really love it. So I'm just going in and I'm painting all the sides of this little box, giving it a good coat of paint, and telling you a little bit more about this collaboration. We were asked to choose a show, movie from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, even the 80s, and make some DIYs, that's inspired from that specific movie or show. I have chosen to go with Lucy. I love Lucy. And I'm going in here on this part of the box and I'm going to be painting it with the color of Plaster by Waverly. Like Lucy is like one of my favorite. I just love it. And okay, now what I'm doing here is I have these little dowels and I cut them down to make little legs for this box. I'm painting them in the plaster as well. I do, know that a lot of the shows, most of the shows from I Love Lucy is all in black and white. But I, was thinking here if Lucy had color. Some of her things were in color, but I just picked these specific ones because it made me think a lot of her. So I'm going in, I got these little beads and I'm painting them with silver, a silver color from Plaid. I'm a Plaid ambassador and I left the link for Plaid in my description box below. Now I'm going in and I'm just using just a little small amount of hot glue, using the Surebonder glue gun, and I'm just going to be gluing down these legs on the bottom of this box. And I hope you like the music that I chose. It kind of made me think of Lucy. Kind of a little big band mixed with jazz kind of thing here. Okay, now what I have here is I have this little plastic piece, and I actually took it from one of my grandkids' toys that they no longer play with, and I had my husband to print me off an I Love Lucy sign. And I thought that this little piece would be perfect for a TV screen. I had a little bit of problems getting it to stick, but I finally did. I'm just going to go in with a Sharpie. I forgot what it was. And the color is silver. Excuse me. And I'm just going around the edges and filling it all in to make it look more like a TV screen. I'm very anxious to see what everybody's come up with for this collaboration. And like I said, I've left the playlist. There's a playlist link in my description box where you can go over and watch everyone's videos. And I just took these little beads and I'm putting them right there on the bottom because those are the knobs for the little TV. And okay, this is the moment of truth here. Okay, first of all, there's the part of the antenna. I ended up painting that black. I'm sorry that I didn't get that in frame. And I had these two little pieces of plastic that were silver, and I put one on each side of the antenna. Now the moment of truth. Is it going to fit? It fit just fine. And there's my little retro looking television set. And it's playing I Love Lucy. So I had these little jars. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue it to the bottom of the jar. And I'm going to place it on the TV. And my friend, dear friend Leah, sent me these little miniature roses. So I'm just going to be placing a few of them inside of the jar. And it's finished. And here's the finished project, guys. My little television set. I'm so proud of this. I just love it. And it's going to be going to my sister because she loves Lucy. On the second project here, I took apart a picture. It was a frame. It's complete with the glass and everything. And I just laid down a piece of scrapbook paper that I purchased from the Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to be going in and I'm going to be trimming it on both sides. And I actually had to add an extra piece at the bottom because it just wasn't big enough. Here I am cleaning off the old glue because, as I have said in my previous videos, that I do reuse my projects a lot. I try to reuse it to keep, save some money from buying new things. And here I am. I was trying to figure out how I was going to lay this all down. And then I went in with my jumbo glue stick from the Dollar Tree. And I'm giving this a good coverage. Trying to make sure I get all the corners so that it will lay down smoothly. And I'm just going to be placing this down on part of the frame, or the backing, I should say. Like I said, paying close attention to the edges, trying to get them down. And then I'm going to be going here, and I'm going to be trying to make it even, trying to get the dots to match up. And so I realized I had to turn it over. And then I had to turn the paper over. Oh my goodness, it was a little struggle. I went in and I traced it out. And then I just ended up trimming it out and gluing it to the bottom of this picture. This is a really easy DIY, but it turned out so nice. And I'll be adding some more of my jumbo glue stick from the Dollar Tree. And just trying to get it even as I can and smoothing it out. Okay, now what I'm doing now is I printed this off. And don't you just look at all the different, from the different episodes, all the different ways that she dressed up. And so I'm just going in with my glue stick again, covering this paper. Then I'm going to turn it back over and try to center it as best as I can. One thing about Lucy, there was never a dull moment in any of her shows, any of the episodes. She was so funny. If you don't mind, if you're a Lucy fan too, just leave in the comments, like, what was one of your favorite episodes of hers? I would like to see what y'all have to say. And I'm going in with this Calypso blue again. And I will be painting the frame. The whole entire frame. Like I said, I am really loving this color. Sorry, it's a little bit out of frame there where you can't see me painting all of it, but okay, it's completely painted. Now I'm going back in. I'm putting the piece of glass back in it first, flipping it over, flipping the picture over, and just closing it up. And see how pretty that looks, guys? Oh. Then I had these little wooden hearts that came from Beebee Crafts, which I have left their link in the description box below as well. I covered them with some of the red and white polka dot scrapbook paper. And I'm using the glue stick to attach it. And then I will be taking some hot glue and I will be attaching these two hearts to the left corner of this picture. And sorry about the cars again, guys. Oh. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's the finished project. Isn't it? I just love it. Oh my goodness. Lucy was such a hoot. Oh. I hope you all enjoy my blast from the past projects I created for you. In this last project, I had a little wreath that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm going around with this blue and white polka dotted ribbon that I purchased from the Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to go all the way around this wreath. Just completely covering it. I'd like to say, if you all have made it this far with me, I want to thank you. And I want to ask, if you are not yet a member of my YouTube family, if you would consider subscribing and give me the thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow. And hit that notification bell. It's going to keep you informed every time I upload. Okay, right there, I just took a little board, painted it white, and I laid it down on the back of the frame, or of the wreath, and I will be going in and trimming it because it was a little long. I had this wooden L that I purchased from the Dollar General, and I'm just hot gluing it to the center here because I'm thinking, you know, the blue and white polka dot, she had a couple dresses like that. I think she had a red and white polka dot. Then I'm going to take this little red and white polka dot ribbon, add it on top of the white one, just shoestring bow ribbons, and this little heart that I painted in red to complete this little wreath. And I think it turned out just adorable. And I hope you all, like I said, I hope you enjoy my projects. And I ask that you take the time to go down and check out everyone in the playlist. And you will not be disappointed. Thank you.